Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're just going to really just hop right into it, and we are doing the third stage over here. So kind of just the way I explained it last time is we are going to do a little bit commentary. So this is definitely after I recorded it. These were the ones where I had to record it after I managed to complete it the first time. And over here we're just playing these two relatively easy, I think, at this point. We're at 28 with 2 deaths. It's not actually that bad, and taking care of that guy already puts our death counter down by 1. I'm actually going for the bat here because, well, you know, the bat I think is more sturdy and we can use it a little bit longer. And for this one, I did want it to quickly go through, so instead of going up directly to the boss as I usually would do, what I'm essentially doing here is just taking care of some of the mobs first, so we can just get some of that XP. Easy block here and down. And the big guy's okay. Normally, I've actually sort of gotten used to with the big guy over here. Just kick the bat towards him and then just throw everything just to get that easy knock. Because you're gonna get 2 new bats when you move on to the next room anyway, so you can actually just kick it however much you want to actually. So you see here now I'm just throwing everything, just gonna throw everything. Just easy, just some easy takedowns here, because I actually just want health back, you know. Knife guy's a little bit scary, but not too hard to deal with. Bats, I think, if you guys have noticed, it's kind of like a 2-hit thing. Just gotta make sure to dodge a bit low sometimes. Right, we need to stop by for a fresh weapon. And there we go, there's our fresh weapon. That's the good thing about this though, you know, they give you new weapons frequently, so you don't need to be a bit worried about that durability stuff. And right, here we go, getting to the second floor. There's a knife guy here. Oh, I missed that bat throw. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, this other dude with the bat's kind of easy, but this dude, can't believe I kind of missed that. That was just straight point blank throw. A bit tough here, but I think, yeah, there we go. Nice dodge right there. I think I'm getting better with knife people. They don't give me as much trouble. So I think I mentioned this before in the first video as well, but I wanted to do mostly 3 shrines. So what we're kind of doing here as well, actually, we want to get to that first shrine, but then we'll skip floor 3, because floor 3 got some tough people, but the first 2 floors are okay. So these 2 are Sean disciples, by the way. So that heavy strike, that third heavy strike, is always a very classic Sean disciple thing. The next room is just a haven of fresh weapons, and my most favorite strategy in this room, if you guys have seen my previous videos, just light bulb throwing. But we've got to time it right, because I'm kind of stuck in the corner here, unfortunately, and I'm just trying not to die. There we go, some good light bulb and tripping action. It's one of my most favorite things to do. 1 down, and just a lot of light bulb action with this last Sean disciple over here. There we go. That dodge, and we can get some nice health back.
Lady Kuroki doesn't want to be disturbed.
It's not that bad. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 weapons total in here. There's 2 here, so you take down 1 and get that knife. I know everyone has a weapon, but I think it's 2 bats and I think 3 blades. So if you want to count, that's how the math works over here. I got hit by the swinging art piece over there, which was, I think, was the first actually getting hit by the art piece. But yeah, fresh weapons all around. I think, yeah, knife is probably better in this instance, and we're boosting up some things. I was trying to get weapon mastery at this point, because weapon mastery was really tough to get. It's like I think a total 9,000 XP. I was grinding previously before I did this particular run. And yeah, that pretty much sums up what I was trying to do over here. Just getting access to that shrine and getting some more for weapon mastery. 1 revive, but I think it's all good. Yep, and I somehow I didn't even know. It's hard to tell which one's the revive one in this group of 4. If you want to be really safe, I'll just say don't do takedowns for any of them. it's kind of hard to tell because this dude with the bigger health bar isn't even the revive guy, which is kind of annoying. It's the regular health one that has the revive status. And another good dodge. Good stuff all around. I think the revive ones, I haven't really encountered that many revive people, but a lot of the attacks seem to be high kicks as well, like that one you just saw right there. I don't know if it was an actual trend, because I actually never really noticed before, but that might actually be a thing. And the stair is unfortunately right next to the mini boss, so we actually have to take care of the mini boss. And my strategy is just strong sweep, because she's more dangerous with the staff, because you can kind of guess the moveset if they're doing the Shawn Disciple moveset, which they are also a Shawn Disciple.
You disappoint me.
Yeah, they're a little more deadlier with the staff. That's why I'm kind of avoiding here, and that's why I had to throw that bat over there. You want to disarm the staff. I think it kind of applies to Sanctuary as well. There's a very similar enemy where you want to disable the staff there as well. And a quick pause over there. But yeah, we're right back into it. Getting the staff actually might be a better option here.
Come on, wake up.
The kick is a little bit annoying. I haven't quite found the best way to deal with it. And we're just going to kind of fast track away all the way up to the 4th floor. I don't like to go through the 3rd floor boss area because there's just a lot of enemies. So I've just kind of resorted to coming over here instead. So I'm just getting a little more weapon things here. It just helps with the impact damage, and I will kind of introduce you guys to the strategy here that I'm going to try to adopt for Kuroki. So this is one I've seen before. A lot of people will be like, oh, you know, look for the specific string or something, but apparently there's a way better strategy, which is being able to deflect a ton of attacks. So hopefully this works out. Right, I kind of forgot there was the 3rd shrine here. So yes, 3rd shrine complete. We're getting some stuff for our focus actually. Well, not our focus, but our structure. Basically the one here is basically the more you deflect, the more structure you manage to remove from the other. The strategy here for me was just to parry a lot, and you'll see I haven't actually gotten used to that strategy at this point in time, you'll notice. So you see I'm kind of trying to feel her out, but you see I'm going to get a little more aggressive later, and you'll see I'll die a bit. But I actually did better with Kuroki in the 2nd run, but just not this run. So you'll see I'm actually doing a lot of dodging, and when she does attack me I do a lot of parries. But you'll see I'm going to be a lot more aggressive here, instead of looking for that one specific string. Yeah, so there we go. Just a lot more blocking here. I didn't have a lot of parry upgrades since I don't think I actually upgraded the first 2 stages here, so it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but you can see the structure of Kuroki is already pretty high, and we're just running from this really deadly move here because our structure is not very high, so if we do get hit by that and we block, we're gonna get shattered really quickly. But yeah, I think there's a weird thing. I don't know how the game times the Kuroki move, but it can sometimes go on forever. I don't know why. So I'm just kind of feeling it out, really. Yeah, there she goes again with that spinning wheel of death. I'm just running a bit. It gives us time for our structure to go down as well. Alright, that's a very good string dodge over there, and no focus there. I think I got a little bit clumsy here. I kind of messed up first death. I think this is 1 of 3. I really got aggressive with this one, but I do want you guys to be very sure that I've got a better hang of this parrying strategy and later on. It's just not in this video. When you're doing the parrying strategy, you're actually giving yourself more opportunities to break her down. So if you're going for like speed runs, this is like a way better strat. And yeah, you can. I'm just waiting for my structure sometimes. So when the structure is low and you're pretty sure she's not doing that spinning wheel thing we're doing, I'm just gonna go in for the parry. But spinning wheel tends to be a bit scary. So when she's done, just back at it. Oh, look at that! Look at that parry. You can see the structure just going up for her, like really close to shattering. But I gotta watch my one as well, because my one isn't that good either. And you can see I missed that dodge right there, but the parrying skills are still there. I should have dodged that last one, didn't really, and we're at 31 already. But you know, I'm just gonna give in. We're not throwing in the towel. We're just doing some good strats all over. You can see we may have only died twice, but comparatively to the first time we fought this boss, the structure meter is carrying a lot more than just the health bar. Yeah, there we go. That specific string. It's not one I see very common when I'm playing aggressively, but it works out pretty well. There we go. Very close to the shatter. And there we go. Only 2 deaths. I thought it was 3. Only 2. A very effective thing.
I know 100 ways to kill you. You should have run when she gave you the chance. Come on, keep up with me. I'll bleed you dry.
So the danger with this one is you can only parry specifically when she attacks in this string. So you kind of just, I'm just tapping L1 over here and then trying to dodge that move, get into punches, and then catching every single kunai I get. So it's kind of recommended for this boss fight you get the particular skill where you can catch thrown objects. It's like a way better option. But yeah, it can be tough sometimes just to catch that kunai.
This is where you die.
And nice dodges there. I don't think there's a very specific way I can weave that particular move. I've only dodged because it's way safer. And I usually just wait out the stuns from the kunai now. It's just a way better strategy. And you can see that structure I think is about halfway by now. Kuroki's health is not even halfway as well. So we are on a good track. And another kunai catch. I think it's really satisfying to catch the kunai in this game. If you time it right at least. Way better than just catching bottles. Yeah, there we go. Because we also regain structure when we dodge, so it's kind of good in that final one after we parry. Really helps our structure. Yeah, you can also use the kunai to interrupt their dash, actually. It's hilarious. We can see we're close to that first structure thing. There is a chance we might die here. Yeah, you see, I can't time it well all the time. Like, I think it's supposed to be when she's in her arc, but I sometimes don't quite dodge that correctly, and I still haven't figured out the right pattern. But there we go. Good kunai catch. Nice. Very clean dodge. Now just parrying. I'm just a bit wary, I guess. That's why I'm just doing more parrings here for the first one. And there we go. Now we just need to wait a little bit. It's gonna be mostly parrying here because I'm a little bit scared of just punching her to death. So where she's gonna dash. Good dodge. And we're flurrying in with the fists, and then we just a lot of parry action. You can see we're really, really close. Kuroki, I think, is way easier to parry when you're in that second stage.
This is where I kill you.
But it's like some of the kunai action could be a little bit scary, like that when I was knocked down and got hit by 2 kunai. Can be a bit scary. And you can see I failed to dodge that attack again, so unfortunately got a second death over there. But as a spare run, this is actually working out quite well. Comparatively to Sean, we died like, what, 3 times, right? Kuroki just dying twice on the stage 2. Quite happy with that. Yeah, you can see. Failed to dodge that again, but we had enough health just to keep us alive. And there we go. there is our spare. And actually I think training for this parry strategy was honestly a tough one. It worked out better than I thought in stage 2, but stage 1, I think the general consensus for any Sifu player, stage 1 Kuroki is way more annoying than stage 2. I believe this is the first run I actually spared Kuroki. I've spared Kuroki I think another once or twice since then. Yep, it's our first spare. You can see we're adding it to the 4th one. And again, like I said before, I've actually already spared Jin the first time I played through Jin Feng, so that's why we're kind of just going back to Jin Feng later on. But yeah, that's our first spare, Kuroki. Right, just following along with the trend from the previous video, I'm just gonna kind of remove some of the stuff in between and just directly show you guys and just move on to the next stage. So back to the tower. And this one's slightly different because instead of trying to speed run this one, I was actually going up to Jin Feng's office first and fighting through the initial wave. I was actually fighting through the actual whole stage at this point, and that was purely because I needed to get access to Jin Feng's computer. I actually got the USB stick from the hacker in the club. If you guys don't know where that is, there's actually a secret area before you go to the trials where you can go find an IT guy. And that's what you do. And let's get closer to Jin Feng this time.
Face. Not even a scar. Your family is certainly full of mysteries. I'm certain Yang would be thrilled to see you again. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll have that opportunity.
So you might remember the first time I played through this area, I didn't walk this close, but it's kind of easier now, I guess, maybe.
I pity you.
One of them is the heavy fist dude, so that's one I'm a little scared about. Yeah, there you go, that heavy fist is just scary. It's very daunting. Oh, clean dodges, but man, this is one heck of a daunting character. The amount of heavies this dude can do is purely just so scary. Yikes. There we go. Takedown, getting that weapon. Then we're going to check out Jin Feng's computer. I was basically trying to finish out the detective boards for all the stages, so Jin Feng's personal computer, I need the password, which we got from the hacker, which opens up this little thingamajig here, which is pretty dope. We got the safe and the artist key, so I will go back to the Kuroki thingamajig. I probably won't show it in the video, but it does show us like the painting in the Kuroki's room. And we also get the Guardian's vows, so I think that's where I got the trophy to finish our the detective board here. Pretty clean, I think, overall. Basically, it was just showing the importance of talismans, which is what you get if you spare each boss. So, like, for example, Fajar, if you spare him, you get the wood talisman, etc., etc. So, they're just saying there's a power in sparing people. And with this one, instead of sort of playing coy with it, I kind of just got into it. There's one heavy dude here, but mostly the people are easy to fight. There we go. There's a lot of weapon throwing. My favorite thing to do. Just very clean. Now just keep on getting weapons. It's always a bit of a thing to be wary about my death counter, and I kind of wish there was a opportunity for us to directly go down to the caverns, like with Kuroki directly to the boss, but it's not an option here. You either pick the correct way or you pick the actual full way. And I'm having a little trouble with I actually don't know what to call the enemies. It's something I realized. You have your regular enemies, you have your, I just call them big guys, and the first death here, which is really unfortunate. I wasn't planning on a death here, but yeah. So the big guys, and then I just kind of call these ones legs because that's what they're really good at. They're just really strong with legs, and then the other dudes with the strong fists just call them strong guys.
Are those your best moves?
Like you can see, yeah, most of their moveset, which you can dodge, is based on legs. So I don't know if this is the name given to them actually. Maybe I should check out the Sifu community if there's one on Reddit. Right, checking on the elevators here. Easy one. I'm just trying to breeze through most of the stage because I realized that after I got what I came here for, which is the computer, so I got to fight through the entire stage, which was very annoying, which is what takes up most of the rest of this video. Yeah, there's gonna be enemies that spawn at the elevator.
We see.
It's a little bit annoying, 2 mini bosses, the rest are regular enemies. There we go, 1 regular enemy.
No freaking way.
You can see there's 2 bosses. I think, yeah. So 1 with the weapon. No, not 1 with the weapon. 1 leg one, and the other 3 are regular. So I think 2 leg ones actually. Just a couple of good easy sweeps. Yeah. Leg enemies are a little bit hard. I think out of all the enemies I've ever faced, leg enemies can be one of the most annoying, just due to the versatility of their legs and how powerful that kick is. But it's not something I can do, and I'm here just trying to space some of them out. It's easier to fight 1-to-1 instead of like 2 in one go. Nice. There we go. Clean dodges is everything I stand for in this game. Like now, it used to be perfect parries, but now it's just dodges are just a pinnacle of what it's supposed to be here in this game.
That can't be possible.
Look at that. There's so many good dodges in a row. Just trying to take care of the regular guy as well if I can, because he's kind of a variable in the equation I wasn't quite expecting or taking care of at this point. But yep, 2 birds with 1 stone, or 1 knife. And there we go. Yeah. Slightly getting better at it. I think the first time I fought these 2, it was very hard. We're getting the broom here, and the elevator doors don't work, so we're just going to push to the next office, which is right in front of this door. Yep. 1 strong guy is the hard one, and this one's a revive one, which I realized I kind of messed up afterwards. But I'm saving the focus here for either the strong guy or the revive. That's just way easier. Yeah, there we go. Another strong sweep. Strong sweeps are really good. Always really good. So you can see the staff broke, so with weapon mastery it becomes like a regular bat weapon now, which I think is a great thing for me. Oh gosh. Revive people can always be tough. Okay, there we go. Nice, managed to parry. I think I was a little worried I was gonna die here, but eventually it didn't, which is great. Nice. No deaths. And we can move on into the next hallway. So this one, I also, it's kind of hard to get 3 shrines in this one, so you can see I got 1 shrine here. And then the next shrine I get is actually in the caverns, weirdly enough. I don't recall if there's a 3rd shrine in this particular stage. So yeah, only got as many shrines as I could. And that's the wrong elevator. This is the right one. This is where we fight the heavy and 2 Sean disciples.
Squad 7 in the elevator shaft. Repeat, he's in the shop. Send squad
Not much
9,
to do but to
send them
wait.
now. Squad 9 on its way.
Get out of my way. Right, big guy first. We already have a weapon. I feel like I should have picked up one of the brooms from early on, but I guess this was a mistake on my part. Oh, and just managed. I just like how the grapple just managed to be interrupted by the stage moving. That's a nice detail, or I don't know. Maybe that's a detail. Okay, Sean disciples probably not the hardest thing to fight at this point. It used to be a tough one when they were first introduced in Kuroki, but I'm a little more comfortable with it now. I don't remember if they're actually Sean disciples or if they're just regular people. But the fight patterns are pretty close to regular. But alright, here we go. Into the caverns we go. It's just a really basic straight line here. And I think what I went for here, yep. You'll see it lags horribly, by the way, and it's not the recording system or anything. It legitimately, this is what happens. there is a shortcut where you can jump off a cliff to shorten your time. It gives you achievement too. But I realized every single time I jumped, it lags. Like, it legitimately lags, which confuses the heck out of me. So we got a first mini boss here. And if you don't want to walk slow, dashing is always the best option here. Got the heavy punch in. Trying to be aggressive here. And you can see I'm back to my ways of dodging over tables. It is quite an effective one. I wonder if this is a commonly used strategy at all, or maybe I'm pioneering it. And I missed that dodge over there, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, in terms of health loss, not that bad. There we go. More punches. I feel like I should practice more with these kind of enemies though, kind of get the sweeps in. But in case of this one, I just wanted to defeat them, get my thing back. Also, I keep on feeling like an idiot, but I just realized there actually is a third shrine. I keep on saying I'm not sure if there's a third shrine, and then I remember there's a third shrine. Like Kuroki. Shrine before the boss, there's a shrine here for the first mini boss. Alright, here we go. And you can see here, I was gonna go for health I think, but then I ultimately thought structure was better, so we're just going here. And yeah, since we defeated the mini boss, death counter is down by 1. So you can see my strategy, I reused the strategy, I think. Or maybe I didn't. Or maybe I did. Yep, I did. It's a good thing to give you mini bosses just to reset the death counter. But it did push me up to age 40. Unfortunately. But that takes us directly to this mini boss.
To each crime, it's punishment.
Which is easy enough if you kick... Yeah, the moment you just kick the benches, it's way easier as a boss.
Come on,
And I missed that third hit, and they got a staff back, so... Yep. They were going to go for a staff, but they just ran away instead. So, just going a bit greedy here with a strong sweep, and picking more staffs up, because what else are you supposed to do? And a good dodge there from that fourth one. It was supposed to be 3, but it became a 4. And hit. Whoop. Good dodge, and nice kick down there. And easy finish off. And we are reset back to 0. Going for the machete here, just easier to defeat Jin Feng with. And we're moving on. There are 3 more enemies I think I need to fight before I get to that last shrine. So what we're just going to do here is we're just going to directly run it. Normally, I think now I would probably ignore the enemies and just skip the last shrine, but taking care of them is good too if you want to get access to that last shrine. And then we're going down the stairs, yeah. Getting that shrine and just jump into the pit. Yep, weapon proficiency. Just impact on structure, because impact on structure is good. Alright, here we go. I guess Jin Feng is kind of easy enough, but if it's something I've realized the more I've played against Jin Feng is I underestimate her too much. Ironically. I keep on missing the timing of some of the attacks, and I play a bit too aggressively, and I actually got myself killed in more situations than I would care to admit. You'll see, I think in this one I do play more aggressively, but I do manage to figure out there's more places to dodge. Yeah, I sometimes miss that second hit. So the regular string she does, which is just like that second hit, I generally forget how to dodge that properly. And sometimes even the low, I don't even execute properly, which is a bit of an issue. Because that low actually gets you pretty hard. But first stage is relatively easy. Just an easy takedown there. And this is where it gets hard. Because with most bosses, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the structure down, which does actually inevitably result with a lot of parrying, which is easier said than done. It's easier said than done, but for this one, I was trying to parry as much as I can, but you can also see the structure for Jin Feng goes up quite fast, so we are also going to go on the offensive here and try to get it in, and hopefully not take away too much health in the process. That low was unexpected though, that rising low, but good thing I dodged that low. Yeah, that low, like I thought there would be a slight difference in pattern, but I guess not, and I got a little bit clumsy there, and I got another death in. But I think as a general rule of thumb, when you are playing spare, there is a chance you're going to die faster, because you have to spend more of your life trying to parry everything, which can get a little bit annoying. But you can see structure's already kind of getting up, and we're just trying to get it there, because after we get the first crack, it's actually smooth sailing. Alright, gonna dodge that bottom. Nice, dodge that low. Just trying to get the hits in. You'll see that the more we get closer to the structure crack, it's not even at half health yet, so I think I was kind of confident I could at least crack once, a little bit. And a bit of a hit there, but we're gonna get to that spare real quickly.
I'll destroy you, you selfish quest for vengeance.
We are very close to that first crack after all, but 2 deaths is unfortunately quite a lot. There we go, first parry, now wait for it. And then we can go in with the focus here because she's got plenty of health left. And just make sure we can get the parries in. Okay, okay, can we get the blow? Nice, there we go. Very close to that last crack. And there we go. Just a spare. Imagine if I had accidentally done an extra hit and just killed her. That would have been sad. And there we go, the 4th one. We got all 4 to approach Yang. Alright, but that basically concludes what I want to put for these 2 bosses. I was going to put in Yang, but it would have made the video too long. But yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy. I hope you guys really like what you're seeing here and me trying to get the spare on these bosses. And hopefully you enjoy these couple of extra videos with these bosses. But yeah, it's been, it's a bit tough, but it's a really fun challenge to go through. But yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy. And I will see you guys in the next video, so bye.